Okay guys, just a quick little update and probably finish it up right here. What I've been up to, getting the pole shed finished up. These are the boards. I guess now y'all probably can really see what I mean, how I'm doing it. Just setting them on, running that way, and then that board I put it up there just to show y'all. That'll be running perpendicular to these runners for the tin to have something to sit on. We'll sit on it, and that's kind of what it's made to do, just to have more surface area. But I end up doing it on 22-inch centers. That's what these are. 22, why you ask? It just worked better because since it's rough cut, not every single one of them is exactly 2 inches. So when I ended up marking this off, I ain't going to go into detail. It just worked better that way. But yeah, it's looking more and more like how I'm wanting it to. I guess I'm gonna finish it up real quick. Each end is toe-nailed. See, I don't even know if I can get y'all that high. Each end is toe-nailed there, and then on the other ends, there's another toe-nail right there. I don't know if y'all can see it. And then we got a hurricane strip on each end. I may go back and put another hurricane strip on the opposite sides, but I think I'll be fine. I mean, that's toe-nails, you know, it's been around for a long time. Since I've been doing this, I do think y'all don't know if you can tell in the video, but the ground slopes a lot right here, and up is where it slopes the most. This area is not too bad level wise, so I may end up one day I will probably concrete this in or anything or something, just to have a little area where there's concrete to put stuff. But I may try to see how much it falls. If it don't fall much, I might try to cut this dirt right here and fill in this back corner and make it a little bit more level, just that way, to do that before I get gravel brought in, because I'd rather, whatever I'm gonna do it. I don't ever think I'll concrete the whole thing. I just don't. I have a garage, so there's no point in that, but I definitely would like to have a small area just in case I ever want to put a outdoor lift. I could put one in here, and plus this is the tall section, so I think I measured from like this corner to there's like 12, it's right at 13. It's like 12, 10, 12 something. Back's corner is like 11 and something, so plenty big for a two-post lift. But yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying finishing this thing up. It's getting there. I guess y'all see what I did here. In the other video, I showed y'all that these posts are a little bit off, and so I had to gap it and see what I mean now. Even though you can tell how bad it is, they're all ending in the same spot, and that's the perk of doing it this way. Is even though some of these are farther back or not farther back, even though some of these have more overhang, they're still all even. That's the whole point of doing it this way. That's why a lot of pole sheds are built this way, just because if it's not just absolutely perfect to a T, it's not going to affect it. You know, there are, when I do the tin, they are going to be honestly, I probably won't even get one. But anyways, this has been a project. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is a one-man show. Really, majority of the whole time has been a one-man show, which I don't mind. I don't mind being a one-man show. It's fine. That's the whole reason why we got the mini, because you know it's hard to do projects by yourself. Just takes longer, and I'm fine with taking longer. I really am. I just some things I can't do by myself. Or dad blame it, I done marked up my pen. I had a tool belt, but I probably lost it with my sense of care on building. Some of my followers might know that I went to, about dropped my hammer. I went to get my GCs along a couple, maybe probably about a year now. Took the course and everything and took the test twice. Failed by one question, twice, both times. So that kind of got me pretty agitated. So I haven't been back, which I was going for my builders, not a residential. So it was a lot harder. Builders, you just, anything with timber and things like that, or wood, and there's some concrete work, but not near like I had to learn. So I end up just taking a break. I still got all my books. I can still read up and go back and try it again. But I think this time if I go back, I'm just going to go for my residentials, just because the buildings, I only went for it because I thought it would be, I knew it'd be hard, but I just kind of was like, well, that way I can do anything. But after, and anybody that don't know how to toenail, it's best to get it started and get it to where you're about one hit from where you want to be, especially if something's floating, or you can put something that breaks it on the back. Some of these are so uneven, I've been having to put nails back here to hold it from wobbling. But you get about where you want, maybe about a 1/8 of an inch off, then give it one more good slap, and when one slap will move it, that one slap will move it, and you can't see this, but and one slap will move it a little bit where you're wanting it to be, and it'll set into place, and then you're centered up. I mean, it just takes practice, I mean, honestly. But I don't know if y'all can see this, but do you see this gap? See, that's gonna be really close to what I'm supposed to be on. That's why I was saying that back side is what's off, not this front side. And don't get me wrong, I would have done this a whole, I'm not gonna say a whole different, well, probably a whole different way, but a lot more different if it was an actual structure. I mean, I could do it the real way, but it's just gonna cost a lot more money. It's just gonna cost a lot more money, and it's gonna be hard to do. Number one, I couldn't use rough cut, because it's not all exactly the same it's not nominal. So that would have been that'd been a headache. Some of these are a little bit wider, some of them a little bit, you know, they're wavy, some of them. So that's one reason why, you know, I didn't do a whole lot of research on pole barns and different ways people like to do it. This is just what I know, I've seen before, and I've, you know, looked into doing before. So all the posts have 3/4 inch lag bolts. These are toe nailed in with pole barn nails. Literally, that's what they are. They're framing pole barn nails. Right there they are. 3.5 inch, 16 penny, big boys, pretty good size. Hold really good. And then I just did it. This is just what I'm using, just because it works the best for not spending too much money. But I mean, if anybody's interested, like I said, I can leave a comment or I can message you. But I think the nails cost me $100. Bought 2 boxes of the 16 or 6 penny and 1 big box of the pole barn nails. $100 there. Lumber, buying it from Fortner's Lumber. I think all in I'm like $390, $380 in lumber. Post for free, as I said, you know, but if you need, you can find people or ask around, go on Facebook Market, whatever. I'm not even going to use all this lumber. The 4x4s, I don't even know, there's nothing else I'll use any of them for. I bought them for, in case I was going to set these in between. I'm not even use that for now. But yeah, so right there's, we're at 4, let's say 5, let's call it 500 after buying these hurricane strips. Obviously you can buy bigger ones, but these are just made for these 6 foot. You actually could get them a little bit taller, but you're just kind of, I mean, it's not really, you're just overkill is what you are, especially since I'm doing one on each end and they're toenailed. But anyways, they were dirt cheap, 60 cents a piece at Sops, I believe, which is right down the road from me. And let's see, so that puts us at like let's call it 500, 530, 520. I got you up here to show y'all, a lot of people don't know a lot about carpentry, and I'm not no whiz. Don't be asking me questions, you know what I mean? But I know enough to be dangerous. Oh yeah, I'm dangerous. This is toenailing. That's what they call it. This is how you toenail a nail on a board. And I would say everybody needs to know how at least to do this, because this is the easiest, simplest, cheapest way to make something hold. What you can do is, I believe it is a 30 degree or something like that. So if you got your board and this surface right here, let's say that makes a 90. So I'm coming in at it, hell, actually might be, probably, yeah, it's probably 30. This 45 would be about right there, I would say. So it's about a 30 degree angle. I mean, you can actually look it up better. What you're gonna do is, you see my line, right? That's my mark. I need to put it on center. It's a little bit this way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bang it a couple times. After I got it in, bang it a couple times to get it where about one good hit is gonna move that over and it's gonna settle it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it one more good hit. See, now we're centered and it's settling in. So now I can just nail away. That sun's hitting y'all about perfect, but I can just nail away and it don't move any. So we're toenailed in, and see, I'm toenailed on both sides. So this one is what the side I'm doing, because I'll go back and do the other sides of these boards. But yeah, that's just a little tidbit. It helps out a lot, especially when you're doing, when you just need something to stay in place. But y'all see what I mean about this gap is bigger than the rest of them, but this one's so close. It's maybe 3 or 4 inches off. So honestly, I probably won't even do nothing about it. I'll probably just rock what I got. It's a pole barn, baby. It ain't gonna be perfect, and that's the point of it. That's what makes it cool. Got aesthetic. But I think I'm gonna finish up toenail on the other side, the back sides of all these, and put this hurricane strip in. They just kind of center up, as I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory. And this will probably conclude this section of the pole barn. All right, guys, give you a little update what I've been up to. Not my fanny pack, my nail paps, leave me alone. So what I've been doing is finishing up on the pole shed and putting the tops on. As you see, I'll let y'all get in here so you can see what I mean. I finished up on all these, as you know, and I have now finished up putting these across, and that's what the actual tin will probably screw into, and it adds a little bit more structure to these beams running back and forth. I could have went a little bit closer. I kind of wish I would have done it. It's there every 4 foot, but I wish I'd done it every 3 foot. But that's all right, ain't a big deal. I don't think that we'll have any issues or nothing like that. So, but I'm going to finish up on doing this last one. As y'all can see, I got one more, and what I'm doing here is them are 1x4s, and they're 12 feet long or something like that. And so they all landed how they're supposed to. I had to cut maybe a couple inches off around this area and then continued and then put another one down. But this section right here, they landed directly in between, and I could have cut them off and, you know, had it laying on both sides, like this board laying on this one, and that one landing on this one, but I didn't. I just left it. So that's why I'm just putting some supports in there to help hold that up, because that's the kind of stuff that people don't think about. But if you really think about it, if you put tin on here, you don't know what's underneath it, and say you're up here cleaning it out or something like that, and you forget that, hey, right here, these are not touching. There's nothing supporting these ends, so you can step right there and you just fall right through. So what I'm doing is putting these in to make it where we're good. That way, if you was walking on the roof anywhere, you know, if you step right here, there's nothing there, but at least you've got this supporting it, this for it, and it's within 2.5 feet of something. So that's kind of where, you know, my knowledge comes into play of, you know, structural integrity. So I'm gonna finish this up, and then I got some more things I need to show y'all. But yeah, this is it's coming along. I'm glad to be basically done with the wood part. Next would be the tin. I'm gonna order it Monday morning. Hopefully it'll be ready to pick up sometime this week, and then I'll either get it on this weekend or I will get it on this week, maybe even, who knows. But you know, this is how I wanted to do it. As you see, these are all even. Them are all even on the front. As you see, that's even. And the reason why is because everything in between, if I ever close it in, it don't matter as much, but this matters. If I ever close it in, this has to be something good and flush to be able to run tin straight down. Same thing with the sides. I need something flush. So, you know, it's 36 feet, but if I need to, I could literally just put another board on the outside edge, because the tin will stop right there. Put another board on the outside edge and have a board running from there to there. Tin would come down, and then I, you know, put a edge cap on it. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. We're still way underneath $1,000. We're definitely going to end up underneath $1,000. I was going to use a nail gun to put them strips in, but I didn't, and mostly because I just ain't got a nail gun that'll do that. But let me finish this up real quick, and I'll bring you up and show you what I'm meaning by having to put these in. All right, guys, on the home stretch of the pole barn. So got the tin up, went and picked it up yesterday. Another big shout out to On Time Metal and Hidnot. They make it there and everything, great prices. Got 12 sheets of 3 foot wide, colored, so it's 40-year warranty on, and that includes rust throughs. So that was a big plus for me. I could have got Galloon, which wasn't a color, it was more of a finish, but it was only 20-year warranty, and it didn't include a rust through, or that they said it didn't. So, and it was only gonna save me about $200. So I'd rather have some color, and it looks cool, and it's gonna last. And that's one thing that I would pay up for, just because it's one thing to have to replace a $15 piece of wood, but to replace a $8 sheet of metal, I'm good. I don't want to be doing that. But yes, so we're on home stretch now. I got them up, got some help to get them up, and I'm gonna start installing them. It came with screws, 3/8 drive screw heads, and let's see here, I think they gave me a lot more than I actually need. Yeah, they gave me 3 bags, so we got that. But what I'm gonna be doing is, usually you would pop a line, you know, line them all up or something and pop a line, or you can go one by one and screw them in. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna pull one to the end, screw it up top, screw in the bottom, or screw it up top, and then work my way back. They're 17 foot long, but as we talked about, these boards are 16 foot long. I just did that so we'd have about 6 inches of overhang, and if these ends are not perfectly straight, even though they look pretty spot on, you got a little bit of play where it overhang. So let's get to it. I will show y'all the finished project or mid project. All right, guys. So pole barn is done. I know it took a little bit longer probably to be able to get the finished product, but you know, I got a life just like y'all. Yeah, this is her. As you can tell, we're a little bit janky. Only thing I can figure out is that these, you know, it is rough cut, so therefore they're not going to be perfectly straight boards. And like we had to do back there, where it's a little bit farther back. But I decided to make sure that the sides are straight, because I can't really deal with that as easy as this. If I was to make the side not straight, but make it where this is flush all the way down, and the only reason why I believe it looks like that and it's doing it like that is because I have the whole shed is angled. I mean, as you can see, every pole, that pole is a little bit farther that way than this front post, because I wanted to angle it towards my driveway a little bit to be easier to get stuff in and out. The only thing I'm thinking is that the whole into all the posts are landed like that, and I've got all these running like that, but the back and the front is not angled the same. That's the only thing I can come up with. I don't know why it's not, to be honest with you, because I measured them. But you know what? I ain't a carpenter, right? I drive a truck and I got a YouTube channel. So yeah, but I don't give a crap. We're still coming in at, I think we're at $1,000 and 20 bucks, 20 something dollars. I did buy 2 shirts from On Time Metal, so we're gonna count that as the build cost. They were $10 a piece, can't beat that. But well, this is her. I plan on going back and I'll pop a chalk line, and as you see, the way I've got them all landed, there's about I can have about 4 inches of overhang, maybe 3 inches in the back, and then about the same in the front, which is what I wanted. They're 17-foot long pieces for a reason, and I wanted to have a couple inches of overhang on each side. So if I ever enclose it in, I'll probably leave the very top open, and from where the runners start, drop it down. Actually, it don't even matter, because I would never do the front. I would leave the front open, but the rest of it I close in. But yeah, this is it. It ended up being a lot bigger space than what I guess when you put the roof on, it really changes it. You got Dad over there running the Mini, or trying to run the Mini, trying to figure out the hydraulic thumb on it. It definitely is takes a minute to realize how it operates, but I really love the pole barn. I think it turned out great. I think for, you know, the amount of time I had to put into it, and money, and, you know, stuff like that, you can't beat it. I know that, you know, some might look at it and not think it's a big deal, and not think, you know, hey, it's all right, but I've done this, and you know what, to them people, you know what, hey, build your own. No, I'm just kidding, but not really. I like it. I think it looks cool. I think it's got the exact aesthetic I wanted. It's given plenty of shade. Like I said in one video, I believe I might grade, you know, half of it down. This is the halfway mark. Grade that down flat before I bring in gravel, and I'm actually going to use a Mini here in a second and kind of at least level it off, where we've been doing so much moving and stuff. It's really got really bad. So I might at least make it a little semi-level, but you know, might bring in some gravel. Might have a couple things I'm kind of working on and having ideas for to get into, and this would be a good area to do that. So that's why I made it so big, because I knew it'd do everything I needed to and have a little extra space if I want to do something. Got the sign up I got from a buddy of mine. Don't support that, but you know what, they're cool because they're old and metal. But we're gonna start putting everything in, filling this thing up a little bit, little by little, and I really appreciate y'all watching, following on with the build and everything, and you know, there's more to come. Y'all keep watching, keep commenting, whatever you want to do, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share it up, guys. I appreciate y'all.